a little birdie told me that you've got a few world records.
Yeah.
What are they for?
Strange ones at mine, yeah, strange ones. Well, one world record was the amount of times I can catch the ball on my neck, flick it off to my foot, then back to my neck in a minute. And I've done it 51 times in a minute. So basically the idea was you do as small as flick as possible, you get your foot as high as possible, do the smallest touch as possible to give you, so you can do it more times. So that's that world record, and I've held that now for over a year.
Right.
And I've done 2 other world records, and they've both been with my freestyling partner Jeremy Lynch.
Okay.
And one was the amount of neck catches we can do to each other without dropping the ball. So it had to be clean neck catches. I catch it on my neck, flick it to him, he catches it on his neck. And the first time we've done it in the UK, we got 550 without dropping the ball. And then we went over to China 2 months later, and we got 691. So you might think it's easy just catching the ball in your neck, but the thing is, when you're doing it repetitive again and again and again, you start to get dizzy, and it's hard to focus on the ball as it's coming out, and lights getting away from the studio. Yeah. So there's a lot of things. The longer you go on, the harder it gets. And the first time I remember, I dropped the ball, and I was thinking, I caught it on my neck and it just rolled off. I was tired, fatigued, and I was really disappointed. So when I went over to China, I thought, there's no way, I'm focusing as much as I can. And Jeremy dropped the ball, so I was quite happy. But we got the record both times, so that was the most important thing.
So okay, you're talking about the neck, you know, and how would you warm up before you do your
well,
freestyle?
This is the thing. A few days before, you have to just do neck catches to yourself, which is you throw the ball up, catch in your neck, flick it up, catch the ball in your neck, and you keep doing that to build up the back of your muscles. I mean, after we done that record, I couldn't move my neck for 3 days solid. I was literally the muscle had locked up, and I was moving around like this, and I was in real pain with it. But the second time we done that, we trained more for it, warmed it up, built up the muscles around the neck beforehand, about a week or 2 before, and then afterwards we wasn't in so much pain, both of us.
That's deep. Okay, so you're going to be going to Gambia, West Africa. Now we all know there's a lot of African players that play in the Premiership. They've all got natural technical ability. Who would you say is your favourite African player, and why?
I'd say Didier Drogba is my best African player. I've spoken to a couple of footballers about Didier Drogba, and they say that he's so intelligent when he plays. I know he's strong and he's fast and he can score goals, got a powerful shot, but he's got an intelligence about him as well. If you watch him, I study him now on the pitch when he's playing, when he's not on the ball, and he's really clever. His movement, he's got a lot more intelligence than people think. People think he might just be a strong player, fast player, can strike the ball, but he's got the whole package, you know, and what he does is incredible. He's the sort of player that if you need a goal and you're fighting for it, you always got a chance when he's playing.
Right. Good answer. Okay, so have you, obviously we're going over to the Gambia this month, January 2011. Have you coached abroad before?
Yeah, I've done various different coaching abroad. I've been to New York, coached out there, all across Europe, more or less. I've run coaching seminars in China and Japan as well. Korea with Tottenham. So I've travelled all over, but never to Africa for a coaching session as such. I performed in South Africa, but I couldn't tell you much about that because I only really saw the hotel in Johannesburg, and then when I was working, I couldn't give you a reflection on how that was either. So yeah, I've coached all over, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been to South Africa, so you visited Africa. So what your what was kind of the main thing that attracted you to come to the Gambia?
Oh, just because I think it would be obviously a fantastic experience to be able to be working with young people, teaching coaches to teach freestyle as well, and you know that lives on because you're starting something there that will go on and on and on.
Yeah.
As soon as you deliver it to them coaches deliver it to the children grow up and teach other children. How long will that go on? And knowing that I started that, that for me is going to be a dream come true. And also to see what the Gambian people think of my skills, you know, going into the little towns there and doing sessions and delivering freestyle performances. I think it's just going to be a fantastic experience. I honestly think I'm looking forward to this trip more than any other trip I've ever been on.
Fantastic. Well, we've definitely got a couple of things lined up for you, Billy. So Yeah, you will enjoy it, that's for sure. Okay, so you mentioned there that you're the only freestyler to get a contract with a Premiership club in Tottenham Hotspur. Can you tell me how that all came about?
Yeah, I suppose it involved a stroke of luck, really. A journalist from the Independent newspaper decided to do an article on me, on how I make my career and what I do, and this was 5-6 years ago now, and I'd done a skills demo with him, taught him a couple of skills, talked all about freestyle, and some of the things I mentioned in it was I'm a Tottenham fan and my dream would be to perform on Tottenham's pitch. And the director of Tottenham Hotspur read that article on his way into work, got into a board meeting and said, who knows this guy? We've got to get him into our club and get him performing on that pitch. And 2 weeks later we had a call through to my agent. He called me, Spurs are offering you a contract. They want to make you their resident freestyler. And I couldn't believe it. I thought, like, if there's nothing better than playing for the team you support, which is obviously Spurs, performing on their pitch freestyle, which is the next best thing, it's just unbelievable. And it just went from there, and I've been here ever since.
So how long has that been?
It's been 5 years now.
5 years.
5 years all in all. Yeah.
That's
So.